Hey, so I watched the Logan Paul interview with Flagrant and Andrew Schultz and them, and there was some things that caught my attention. And one of the things that caught my attention was that Logan subliminally, dissed George Janko by saying like, "Hey, I'll Bobby Lee you off the episode" to Andrew. Logan said to Andrew. And for those that don't know, Bobby Lee had an issue with George on an episode, and one of them told one of them to leave, or one of them was going to leave, or something like that. So there was that thing, and it's kind of like, okay, that guy, he left, and supposedly it's something to do with religion, and it's something to do with believing in God. And I guess George felt the type of way and he left, or he was fired. But then you have Jake Paul come out, and Jake Paul's just like, he wants to do episodes or even do a full-time collab with Jake Paul's podcast with George Janko. And it's just like, there's been this really weird conspiracy out there lately. This conspiracy is not my made-up conspiracy, but the conspiracy is that the way Logan Paul did George Janko dirty by saying like, "I can't believe you believe in God, and this is bad," and the way he kind of shamed him a little bit, there was a little bit of shaming going on there from Logan to George, and saying like, "Oh, your religion doesn't approve of different alternative lifestyles, blah 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 blah," right? And so people have been saying that now the wool has been pulled over Logan's eyes, and he's blind to see what his house situation order is in. And I saw him, and I watched the interview, and he seemed calm, and he didn't seem bothered, because maybe he's not even really getting married to this person, or maybe he doesn't view it as marriage. Did you ever think of that? Did you ever think that maybe this is all a big act to satisfy his higher ups, to satisfy the people he wants to join when going to the next level? And it was also noteworthy to say how successful Prime has been. So he said to George Janko, he said like, "Hey, I'll Bobby Lee you off the podcast." And then it was like, okay. But then he's like, yeah, he has an alien tape. A tape about alien footage that this guy said that Logan Paul bought. And it's so weird. This is what I find weird, is that the guy who was being all atheist, and who is being all like, unreligious about life and spirituality, believes in alien footage. Now, general people will just say like, "Oh yeah, he does, you can believe in aliens and be atheist at the same time." But the thing is that I don't think you can. I feel like this only just furthers my thesis that Logan Paul is up to some other stuff. And if he believes in alien footage, or he believes that he wants to investigate that world, then it must mean that he knows that there's more going on than meets the eye. right? Everyone is skeptical of there being aliens and UFOs out there, but this guy went and bought like a crazy video. Like, I don't know the full statistics of how much the video cost that he bought, but supposedly it's like a really crazy video he has of alien footage. If you believe in reptilians, then you just know that, like, okay, that they're probably already here. They're probably already here. And you know, it just explains why Logan Paul's being so lizard-like lately. It's just, it's so like different. It's just showing people you know, how to act when to most people they'd say maybe this guy's feeling like he's in shambles right now. That's what people would generally, most people would be like, most human beings would be like, this guy's probably, you know, going through it right now. But he legitimately seemed A-okay. Totally unfazed, totally unbothered. And he has the whole George Janko curse thing going on. That's a conspiracy theory. That's not my theory. That because he was being blind and being dumb and he humiliated George, he was being humiliated now by this thing, by the crypto zoo whole scam. And then Dylan even said, like, oh yeah, to Jake, Logan even said to Dylan Dennis, like, hey man, at the press conference, like, my brother was with your girlfriend, and then he said, yeah, I broke up with that dirty type of girl, and you're marrying that type of girl. And he's just like, no, it's me, Logan Paul. I'm just the guy that's, you know, the most hated man on the internet. Sorry to bring you into this. And that's the stupidest thing ever, because she's totally in control. She's the OG. She's the shot caller there. You can just see it. You can just read that, like, he would, like, if she said, like, you know what, like, he's more worried of losing her. That's the act he's putting on. That, like, oh, I don't want to lose her because I'm the one that's putting her through this. So it was just like, and then you buy an alien, and then you want to buy an alien tape, and also you make fun of that George guy, and you do that whole shtick of, like, being, like, you know, beyond the foo-foo spirituality stuff. So I just feel like Logan Paul is not a dummy. I feel like he's, you know, doing his humiliation ritual. There's something going on. There's something weird about this whole thing or whatever. And then there's the whole Adam 22 thing that happened. So it's just like, wow, these gringos are really showing how to be advanced, how to feel advanced about, you know, doing an inversion of marriage in a way of, like, you know, like the way it seems is that, like, he's the sweet innocent little boy, and, you know, and it is true, she is older than him. Wow, I forgot about that too, that he's just this sweet young boy that got the you know, like, he got his Paris Hilton or whatever. But, like, yeah. So if you find these things weird, and if you feel like Logan Paul, this is an interesting whole drama going on, then maybe you get it or whatever. And yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you.